It's time now for By the Numbers. It's where we give you the numbers that tell the story. Today's number, $56.3 billion. That's Alibaba's total sales after just 30 minutes of sales. Today, 11/11, is of course Singles Day. This is an annual shopping event that Alibaba has turned into one of the world's biggest binges. Well, I should say the world's biggest binge. And think about this number for a second, 56.3 billion. It's massive. It's more than what Alibaba brought in last year in the entire 24-hour period of Singles Day. So let's take a second to let that sink in. Alibaba did more sales in the first 30 minutes of Singles Day than it did in the entire 24-hour period last year. It's absolutely mind-boggling. And in the end, it posted sales of $75 billion. Staying with Singles Day, the hemp and CBD brand Uncle Bud's recently entered the Chinese market at what seems like just the right time, hoping to ride Alibaba's momentum on today's shopping holiday. Joining me now is chairman and co-founder Bruno Schiavi, live from Los Angeles. Bruno, it's great to have you on the show. What a time to get involved. Give me some data. How has the day been for Uncle Bud's so far?
Thanks for having me on the show. Well, I think you said it all before, $54 billion. I mean, what a way for Alibaba to really start the Double 11 Singles Festival. For us, it's been phenomenal. We only were approached by Tmall and Alibaba 8 weeks ago. So we fast-tracked the whole process within 8 weeks and launched with them, and also launched the flagship store on Tmall as well. So it's been a whirlwind, but it's been phenomenal to learn from Tmall and Alibaba as well.
What is the Chinese market like when it comes to hemp and CBD? How is it different than other markets around the world?
Look, I think the hemp and CBD market in China and also in the US are fairly new, but it's one of the fastest growing markets. It's tapped to be worth $24 billion over the next 3 to 4 years. And certainly Chinese consumers embrace new brands and also embrace new ingredients. We pride ourselves of being made 100% in the US. All our ingredients are from the US as well. And the Chinese consumer loves that as well, especially when it comes to topicals.
What about the pandemic? I mean, here we are, the majority of the year so far has been spent under the cloud of this global pandemic. How have our own habits changed with the type of products that we're buying in terms of CBD and hemp, and how you guys have had to adjust in the wake of that?
Look, I think people are more conscious about, health and safety, and overall, I think that's a great thing. So the pandemic has actually been able to influence people to make sure that they're washing their hands, to make sure that cleanliness is first, and safety as well. For us as a brand, we actually increased sales by more than 8,000%. During the pandemic, which was phenomenal. Wow. And I think people are more receptive to trying new brands, and we acquired a new customer during the pandemic that perhaps wouldn't have tried hemp and CBD before. So for us, it was a way to understand and also learn from the consumer, listen to them, because I think that's really important, and really offer a product that they needed right then and there.
What do you want to see from regulators when it comes to hemp and CBD? And the reason I ask this question is because not all of these products from different companies are created equally. So if you see a hemp or CBD product, it's not going to be the same as a different type, depending on the type of ingredients that are in it. Do you want to see consistency? Do you want to see regulation so consumers know what they're getting?
I think regulation and transparency is key, especially to hemp and CBD, but anything topical. I think that there should be some standards, and definitely some testing standards. All of the Uncle Bud's products contain no THC, no traces of THC. We only source our hemp and CBD from the US, which is really important. So I think there should be a standard across the board, because you're right, there are many various brands out there that consumers don't really know what they're putting on their bodies. So make sure, if you do want to try hemp and CBD, learn a little bit more about the company, learn a little bit more about the ingredients, where are they sourcing the ingredients. I think that that's really key. People want to trust when they're applying topicals on their body, and also edibles. Uncle Bud's doesn't do any edibles, but certainly you want to make sure that you're understanding where you're buying your product from.
Well, I think one thing is certain in the wake of the election last week. It was not a good day for Democrats. It was not a good day for Republicans, but it was a really good day for marijuana. It saw its legalization in several states around the country. Now, I know that CBD is not the same as legal weed. Hemp is not the same as legal weed, but there is, of course, a connection there. Does the legalization of marijuana becoming more and more common, does that have any effect on your business in terms of recognition, the way that people think about this, and just people understanding what CBD and hemp do?
Look, when we launched the brand, we wanted to democratize this whole category because there was always a stigma around, associating CBD, hemp, and marijuana. But I think really legalizing the marijuana. The marijuana trade is going to help people be a little bit more open and open-minded. It's all about education. I think this category still has a lot of education that needs to be done. As a brand, that's what we pride ourselves on. We pride ourselves on educating the consumer. We pride ourselves on making sure that we give customers choices and also the information. But I think it is a good thing that they're going to legalize marijuana, and hopefully it's going to be in all 50 states.
You're one of many small businesses here in the United States. What does a Biden administration look like for your business? What effect is it going to have?
Look, for us, we're looking forward at making sure that we always provide new products. There's always going to be a change. I think as a small business, you always have to be ready to adapt to change, very much like the coronavirus pandemic. Nobody could have predicted that that was coming. Certainly many businesses didn't have that within their plans. But I think as a small business, you should be able to adjust and pivot very quickly to any situation, be it government or be it a pandemic. Or being something that's affecting you as a business personally. Be prepared and also be very focused as a small business, and don't be afraid of change.
Explain your marketing strategy here, because I know you rely a lot on spokespeople who are celebrities, Magic Johnson, Jane Fonda, Seth Jones, among others. Why is this the right way, and what does it do for the brand?
Look, for us as a brand, we wanted to partner with people that had a voice, in the community, and certainly people that actually were using the products. So partnering with somebody like Magic Johnson or Jane Fonda for us was crucial because we wanted to give this category credibility, but we wanted people to use it. We wanted people to make sure that they're listening to what the message that we're trying to deliver. So as a brand, for us, again, education is at the forefront. And I believe, by having Magic Johnson, Jane Fonda, Tony Braxton as part of our team, just amplifies that voice and also lets people know, hey, maybe give CBD and hemp a go because it is a great ingredient. It comes from a trusted source and it has many natural benefits.
Chairman and co-founder of Uncle Bud's, Bruno Schiavi, live from Los Angeles. Bruno, thanks for your time this afternoon. We appreciate it.
The biggest stories the moment they happen from around the globe. Subscribe to Bloomberg Quick Take now for insight in an instant.